World Athletics has voted to exclude transgender women from female competition.
There will be a complete ban on male-to-female trans athletes who've gone through male puberty from female events to promote fairness of and protecting the sport over the inclusion of male-to-female trans athletes in the sport.
It's a transgender high school runner, biological male identifying as female and racing against real females, has been booed as he crossed the finish line in first place in the girls' 400-metre sprint, taking out the Oregon Track and Field State Championships. It's a massive slap in the face for those girls who have trained and sacrificed for years to reach that level.
I saw a tweet last week from the Daily Mail where they said that he was winning, a woman winning the race. No, he was a man cheating. And so I think it's really helpful that we have this being called out in the media and that more and more people are aware of it.
The fastest female sprinter in the world is American runner Allyson Felix. This is from Amy Alcon. A woman with more gold medals than Usain Bolt. Her lifetime best for the 400-metre run is 49.26 seconds. Based on 2018 data, nearly 300 high school boys in the US alone could beat it. So the gap between men and women is that wide, and that's why it's so unfair on those girls to train so hard and to have someone who's come in identified as female and beaten them.
It would seem pretty obvious to most people, especially the people with daughters, that if you're a 6'4" biological male, you don't get to race against the girls. US transgender swimmer Leah Thomas, the 25-year-old was a below-average swimmer as a male, ranking in the mid-400s. That was as recently as 2019. But then Thomas identified as a woman and started dominating female events, famously, or should I say infamously, winning a female 500-metre national college title in 2022. You heard me correctly. Thomas went from rank outsider to podium-topping champion in just 3 years. Well, common sense seems to have won the day, with the Court of Arbitration for Sport ruling today that Thomas was not, in fact, eligible to compete in Paris as a woman.
Mediocre male athletes who have no chance in the men's competition should not be taking opportunities from female athletes. Men and women are different. That's why there are different categories in sport. But some men who identify as women and have the nerve to compete in women's sport, where they have a massive unfair advantage, then have the added nerve of mocking women who are not as strong as they are. Check out this weightlifter who is dominating in the women's competition.
Welcome to Anne Says Something Controversial. Why is women's bench so bad? I mean, not compared to me. We all know that I'm a tranny freak, so that doesn't count. And no, we're not talking about Mackenzie Lee. She's got little T-Rex arms and she's like 400 pounds of chest muscle, apparently. I mean, standard bench in powerlifting competition for women, I literally don't understand why it's so bad. My son, he weighs 45 pounds. His max bench is like 33. I'm legit seeing some women in competition who are doing something like 50 pounds, and I just don't understand it.
A 13-year-old girl came second in a skateboarding competition to a 29-year-old transgender woman. And I always qualify, when you say transgender woman, you mean biological male. This is the way the left twists words to the opposite of what they mean. A biological male who now identifies as a woman has won the skateboarding competition in New York. 13-year-old girl taking home second prize. Do you think the 13-year-old girl, when she gets home, mum and dad say to her, you know, try a bit harder and you'll get there next time?